No matter where you look, war has found its way into almost every sector of pop culture. Video games are also no stranger to the subject of war, with many of them using it as the basis for their entire existence. The best war games I'll show you in this video are those that contribute to or build on ideas and themes about important subjects, with deft judgment and creative balance. Call of Duty: Modern Warfare reboots the iconic first-person shooter series with a contemporary and intense narrative that mirrors real-world conflicts. Set in a fictional Eastern European country in the Middle East, the game's single-player campaign follows multiple protagonists, including the seasoned SAS operative Captain Price, CIA agent Alex, and Farah, a local resistance fighter. The game's narrative is gripping and gritty, emphasizing the blurred lines between right and wrong in modern warfare. The multiplayer mode offers a robust experience with a variety of modes, customizable loadouts, and a progression system that rewards skill and strategy. Modern Warfare's realistic graphics, sound design, and visceral gameplay make it a standout entry in the series, offering a thrilling and immersive experience that keeps players engaged from start to finish. Battlefield 5 takes players back to World War II, offering a comprehensive and immersive look at various theaters of the conflict. The game features a single-player campaign divided into war stories, each focusing on different characters and perspectives, from Norwegian resistance fighters to Senegalese colonial troops. Battlefield V's multiplayer is its core strength, featuring large-scale battles with up to 64 players on expansive maps. The game introduces the Grand Operations mode, a multi-part battle spread over several in-game days, combining different game modes and objectives. Battlefield V's emphasis on team play, destructible environments, and a variety of vehicles and weapons make it a dynamic and engaging experience, bringing the chaos and intensity of World War II to life. Medal of Honor: Allied Assault is a classic first-person shooter set during World War II, renowned for its intense and cinematic portrayal of the conflict. Players take on the role of Lieutenant Mike Powell, an operative of the OSS, as he undertakes various missions across Europe and North Africa. The game features memorable missions, including the iconic D-Day landing at Omaha Beach, which immerses players in the chaos and danger of the battle. Allied Assault's gameplay combines stealth, tactical combat, and all-out action, with a variety of weapons and mission objectives that keep players engaged. The game's historical accuracy and atmospheric design, along with its gripping narrative, make it a standout title in the genre, offering a compelling and authentic World War II experience. Arma 3 is a military simulation game that offers a highly realistic and immersive experience. Set on the fictional islands of Altus and Stratus, the game features a wide range of single-player and multiplayer modes, including large-scale battles, tactical missions, and cooperative scenarios. Arma 3's gameplay emphasizes realism, with detailed weapon mechanics, vehicle physics, and environmental effects. The game's robust modding community has created a wealth of additional content, from new missions and campaigns to custom weapons and vehicles. Arma 3's detailed graphics, expansive maps, and emphasis on strategic planning and teamwork make it a favorite among military simulation enthusiasts, offering a deep and challenging experience that rewards tactical thinking and coordination. World of Tanks is a massively multiplayer online game that focuses on armored warfare during the mid-20th century. Players take control of a variety of tanks, ranging from light scouts to heavy destroyers, each with unique characteristics and roles on the battlefield. The game features realistic tank models and mechanics, with detailed damage systems and historically accurate designs. World of Tanks offers a variety of game modes, including team battles, clan wars, and special events, allowing players to engage in tactical and strategic combat. The game's progression system rewards players for their performance, allowing them to unlock new tanks, upgrades, and equipment. World of Tanks' combination of strategy, skill, and teamwork makes it an engaging and challenging experience for fans of armored warfare. War Thunder is a comprehensive and realistic military simulation game that covers land, air, and sea combat. Players can control a wide range of vehicles, from tanks and aircraft to naval vessels, each meticulously modeled with accurate physics and mechanics. The game features a variety of modes, including realistic battles, arcade battles, and historical missions, catering to different playstyles and skill levels. War Thunder's detailed graphics and sound design create an immersive experience, with dynamic weather and environmental effects that impact gameplay. The game's extensive tech tree and progression system allow players to unlock and upgrade vehicles from different eras and nations, providing a deep and rewarding experience for military enthusiasts. Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands is an open-world tactical shooter set in Bolivia, where players take on the role of a member of an elite special operations team tasked with dismantling a powerful drug cartel. The game's vast and diverse open world offers a variety of environments, from dense jungles and arid deserts to snow-capped mountains and bustling cities. Players can approach missions in multiple ways, using stealth, strategy, and brute force to achieve their objectives. The game supports cooperative multiplayer, allowing up to 4 players to work together to complete missions and explore the world. Wildlands' detailed graphics, dynamic weather and day-night cycle, and robust gameplay mechanics make it an engaging and immersive experience that challenges players to think tactically and work as a team. Sniper Elite 4 is a third-person tactical shooter that places players in the role of a sniper during World War II. Set in Italy, the game features expansive and detailed maps that encourage exploration and strategic planning. Players must use stealth, reconnaissance, and precise shooting to complete missions and eliminate high-value targets. The game's signature X-ray kill cam provides a visceral and satisfying depiction of successful shots, showing the impact of bullets on enemy bodies in slow motion. Sniper Elite 4's gameplay emphasizes realism, with factors such as wind, gravity, and distance affecting the trajectory of shots. The game's cooperative and multiplayer modes add replayability and depth, offering a variety of challenges and objectives for players to tackle. Call of Duty Warzone is a free-to-play battle royale game that expands the Call of Duty universe with large-scale, high-intensity combat. Set in the fictional city of Verdansk, the game features a massive map with diverse environments, including urban areas, forests, and industrial zones. Players can choose from a variety of operators, each with unique abilities and customization options. Warzone's gameplay combines traditional Call of Duty mechanics with new features, such as the Gulag, where players can earn a second chance at life by winning a 1v1 duel. The game's fast-paced action, strategic depth, and robust progression system make it a standout entry in the Battle Royale genre, offering an exciting and engaging experience for players. Battlefield 1 takes players back to the chaotic and brutal battlefields of World War I. The game features a variety of single-player war stories, each focusing on different aspects of the war, from the deserts of Arabia to the trenches of the Western Front. Battlefield 1's multiplayer mode is its core feature, offering large-scale battles with up to 64 players. The game introduces new mechanics, such as behemoth vehicles and dynamic weather, which impact gameplay and strategy. The detailed graphics, authentic weaponry, and immersive sound design create a visceral and realistic experience, capturing the intensity and horror of World War I. Battlefield 1's combination of historical accuracy and dynamic gameplay makes it a compelling and engaging title in the series. Command & Conquer Red Alert 2 is a real-time strategy game set in an alternate history where the Soviet Union and Allied forces clash in a global conflict. The game features 2 distinct campaigns, each with its own unique units, structures, and technologies. Players must gather resources, build bases, and deploy armies to defeat their enemies, using a combination of strategy and tactics to achieve victory. Red Alert 2's engaging narrative, memorable characters, and over-the-top units, such as psychic soldiers and weather-controlling devices, create a fun and immersive experience. The game's multiplayer mode adds replayability and depth, allowing players to compete against each other in a variety of maps and scenarios. Rising Storm 2 Vietnam is a tactical first-person shooter that immerses players in the brutal and chaotic battles of the Vietnam War. The game features a variety of maps, each meticulously designed to reflect the diverse environments of Vietnam, from dense jungles and rice paddies to urban areas and military bases. Players can choose to fight for either the United States or North Vietnamese forces, each with unique weapons, tactics, and abilities. The game's realistic mechanics, such as suppression, ballistics, and squad-based gameplay, create a challenging and immersive experience. Rising Storm 2's emphasis on teamwork and strategy, combined with its intense and atmospheric combat, make it a standout title in the tactical shooter genre. Halo Wars 2 is a real-time strategy game set in the iconic Halo universe. The game follows the crew of the UNSC Spirit of Fire as they battle against a new enemy, the Banished, on the Ark, a massive Forerunner installation. The campaign features a compelling narrative with cinematic cutscenes and engaging missions. Halo Wars 2's gameplay combines base building, resource management, and tactical combat, with a variety of units and abilities that players can use to outmaneuver and outfight their enemies. The game's multiplayer mode offers a variety of modes, including traditional skirmishes and the innovative Blitz mode, which combines deck building and RTS gameplay. Halo Wars 2's combination of strategic depth, engaging story, and iconic setting make it a compelling addition to the Halo franchise. Men of War: Assault Squad 2 is a real-time strategy game that focuses on the tactical and operational aspects of World War II combat. The game features a variety of single-player missions and multiplayer modes, each offering unique challenges and objectives. Players can control a wide range of units, from infantry and tanks to artillery and aircraft, each with realistic mechanics and capabilities. The game's detailed environments and destructible terrain create a dynamic and immersive battlefield, where players must use strategy and tactics to achieve victory. Men of War: Assault Squad 2's emphasis on realism, combined with its deep and engaging gameplay, makes it a standout title in the RTS genre. Warhammer 40,000: Dawn of War 3 is a real-time strategy game set in the grimdark universe of Warhammer 40,000. The game features a single-player campaign that follows the conflict between the Space Marines, Eldar, and Orcs over a powerful artifact. Each faction has its own unique units, abilities, and playstyle, requiring players to adapt their strategies to succeed. The game's multiplayer mode offers a variety of modes and maps, allowing players to compete against each other in tactical battles. Dawn of War 3's combination of deep strategy, engaging narrative, and iconic setting make it a compelling addition to the Warhammer 40,000 franchise. Brothers in Arms: Hell's Highway is a tactical shooter that follows the story of Staff Sergeant Matt Baker and his squad during Operation Market Garden in World War II. The game's narrative focuses on the personal experiences and relationships of the soldiers, creating an emotional and immersive experience. The gameplay combines first-person shooting with squad-based tactics, allowing players to command their squad and use cover and suppressive fire to achieve their objectives. The game's detailed environments and realistic mechanics create a visceral and authentic portrayal of World War II combat. Hell's Highway's combination of narrative depth, tactical gameplay, and historical accuracy make it a standout title in the genre. Insurgency: Sandstorm is a tactical first-person shooter that emphasizes realism and teamwork. Set in a fictional Middle Eastern conflict, the game features a variety of modes, including cooperative and competitive multiplayer. The game's realistic mechanics, such as ballistics, weapon handling, and player movement, create a challenging and immersive experience. Players must work together to achieve their objectives, using strategy and communication to outmaneuver and outfight their enemies. Insurgency: Sandstorm's detailed environments, dynamic weather, and atmospheric sound design enhance the gameplay experience, creating a tense and engaging battlefield. The game's emphasis on realism and teamwork makes it a compelling choice for fans of tactical shooters. World of Warships is a massively multiplayer online game that focuses on naval combat during the mid-20th century. Players can control a variety of warships, including destroyers, cruisers, battleships, and aircraft carriers, each with unique characteristics and roles on the battlefield. The game features realistic ship models and mechanics, with detailed damage systems and historically accurate designs. World of Warships offers a variety of game modes, including team battles, clan wars, and special events, allowing players to engage in tactical and strategic combat. The game's progression system rewards players for their performance, allowing them to unlock new ships, upgrades, and equipment. World of Warships' combination of strategy, skill, and teamwork makes it an engaging and challenging experience for fans of naval warfare. Mount and Blade 2: Bannerlord is a sandbox action RPG that combines strategic warfare, political intrigue, and immersive role-playing. Set in the medieval-inspired continent of Coradia, players can build their own empire by recruiting armies, besieging castles, and forming alliances. The game features a dynamic world with complex systems, including trade, diplomacy, and crafting, allowing players to shape their own story and rise to power. Bannerlord's realistic combat mechanics, including mounted combat and large-scale battles, create an engaging and challenging experience. The game's deep character customization, detailed environments, and robust modding community add to its replayability and depth, making it a compelling choice for fans of medieval warfare and strategy. Squad is a tactical first-person shooter that emphasizes teamwork and communication. Set in modern-day conflicts, the game features large-scale battles with up to 100 players, each taking on different roles within their squad. Players must work together to achieve their objectives, using strategy, coordination, and realistic mechanics to outmaneuver and outfight their enemies. The game's detailed environments and dynamic weather create an immersive and challenging battlefield, where players must adapt to changing conditions and use their surroundings to their advantage. Squad's emphasis on realism and teamwork, combined with its large-scale battles and engaging gameplay, make it a standout title in the tactical shooter genre. Scriptum is a tactical first-person shooter that focuses on the historical battles of World War II. The game features large-scale maps, realistic mechanics, and a variety of vehicles and weapons, creating an immersive and challenging battlefield. Players can choose to fight for either the Allied or Axis forces, each with unique units and abilities. The game's emphasis on teamwork and strategy requires players to work together to achieve their objectives, using tactics and coordination to outmaneuver and outfight their enemies. Scriptum's detailed environments, dynamic weather, and atmospheric sound design enhance the gameplay experience, creating a tense and engaging portrayal of World War II combat. Battlefield 4 is a first-person shooter that offers large-scale battles and dynamic environments. The game's single-player campaign follows a group of U.S. soldiers as they navigate a series of intense and cinematic missions across various global locations. Battlefield 4's multiplayer is its core feature, offering a variety of modes, including Conquest, Rush, and Obliteration, each with unique objectives and gameplay mechanics. The game's realistic graphics, sound design, and destructible environments create an immersive and chaotic battlefield, where players must use strategy and teamwork to achieve victory. Battlefield 4's combination of dynamic gameplay, engaging narrative, and large-scale battles make it a compelling title in the series. Call of Duty: World War II returns the series to its roots, offering a gripping and cinematic portrayal of World War II. The game's single-player campaign follows a squad of soldiers in the 1st Infantry Division as they fight their way across Europe, from the beaches of Normandy to the heart of Germany. The game's narrative focuses on the bonds of brotherhood and the horrors of war, with intense and emotional storytelling. Call of Duty: WWII's multiplayer mode offers a variety of modes and maps, with a focus on boots-on-the-ground combat and historical authenticity. The game's detailed graphics, sound design, and immersive gameplay create a visceral and engaging experience, capturing the intensity and brutality of World War II. Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege is a tactical first-person shooter that emphasizes teamwork, strategy, and environmental destruction. Players can choose from a variety of operators, each with unique abilities and gadgets, and engage in intense close-quarters combat across a variety of maps and modes. The game's destructible environments allow players to create new lines of sight, breach walls, and set traps, adding a dynamic and strategic element to the gameplay. Rainbow Six Siege's focus on communication and coordination makes it a challenging and rewarding experience, with a strong emphasis on teamwork and tactics. The game's regular updates and new content keep the gameplay fresh and engaging, making it a standout title in the tactical shooter genre. Mount & Blade: Warband is a sandbox action RPG that combines strategic warfare, political intrigue, and immersive role-playing. Set in the medieval-inspired continent of Coradia, players can build their own empire by recruiting armies, besieging castles, and forming alliances. The game features a dynamic world with complex systems, including trade, diplomacy, and crafting, allowing players to shape their own story and rise to power. Warband's realistic combat mechanics, including mounted combat and large-scale battles, create an engaging and challenging experience. The game's deep character customization, detailed environments, and robust modding community add to its replayability and depth, making it a compelling choice for fans of medieval warfare and strategy. Battlefield 3 is a first-person shooter that offers large-scale battles and dynamic environments. The game's single-player campaign follows a group of U.S. soldiers as they navigate a series of intense and cinematic missions across various global locations. Battlefield 3's multiplayer is its core feature, offering a variety of modes, including Conquest, Rush, and Team Deathmatch, each with unique objectives and gameplay mechanics. The game's realistic graphics, sound design, and destructible environments create an immersive and chaotic battlefield, where players must use strategy and teamwork to achieve victory. Battlefield 3's combination of dynamic gameplay, engaging narrative, and large-scale battles make it a compelling title in the series. Tom Clancy's The Division 2 is an open-world action RPG set in a post-apocalyptic Washington, D.C. Players take on the role of Division agents, tasked with restoring order and rebuilding the city after a devastating pandemic. The game features a detailed and dynamic world, with a variety of missions, activities, and events that encourage exploration and teamwork. The Division 2's gameplay combines tactical shooting with RPG mechanics, allowing players to customize their characters with different weapons, gear, and abilities. The game's cooperative multiplayer mode and challenging endgame content provide a deep and engaging experience, making it a standout title in the genre. Warhammer 40,000: Space Marine is a third-person action game set in the grimdark universe of Warhammer 40,000. Players take on the role of Captain Titus, a space marine of the Ultramarines chapter, as he battles against hordes of orcs and chaos forces. The game's combat system combines brutal melee attacks and ranged shooting, with a variety of weapons and abilities that players can use to devastate their enemies. Space Marine's detailed environments and atmospheric design create an immersive and engaging portrayal of the Warhammer 40,000 universe. The game's single-player campaign and cooperative multiplayer mode offer a thrilling and action-packed experience for fans of the franchise. Total War: Shogun 2 is a real-time strategy game set in feudal Japan, where players take on the role of a daimyo, a powerful warlord vying for control of the country. The game combines turn-based strategy with real-time tactical battles, allowing players to manage their empire, build armies, and engage in epic battles. Shogun 2's detailed and historically accurate depiction of Japan, combined with its deep and engaging gameplay mechanics, create a compelling and immersive experience. The game's multiplayer mode adds replayability and depth, allowing players to compete against each other in a variety of scenarios and campaigns. Company of Heroes is a real-time strategy game set during World War II, focusing on the Western Front. The game's single-player campaign follows the story of a group of U.S. soldiers as they fight their way through Normandy and beyond. Company of Heroes gameplay combines base building, resource management, and tactical combat, with a variety of units and abilities that players can use to outmaneuver and outfight their enemies. The game's detailed graphics, realistic mechanics, and immersive sound design create a visceral and engaging portrayal of World War II combat. The game's multiplayer mode adds replayability and depth, allowing players to compete against each other in a variety of maps and scenarios. Star Wars: Battlefront 2 is a first- and third-person shooter that offers a comprehensive and immersive experience in the Star Wars universe. The game's single-player campaign follows the story of Iden Versio, a member of the Imperial Special Forces Unit Inferno Squad, as she navigates the events of the Galactic Civil War. Battlefront 2's multiplayer mode features a variety of iconic characters, vehicles, and locations from across the Star Wars saga, allowing players to engage in large-scale battles and epic space combat. The game's detailed graphics, sound design, and immersive gameplay create a thrilling and engaging experience for fans of the franchise. Warface is a free-to-play first-person shooter that offers a variety of game modes, including cooperative missions, competitive multiplayer, and special operations. The game's class-based system allows players to choose from different roles, each with unique abilities and weapons. Warface's realistic graphics, dynamic gameplay, and regular updates keep the experience fresh and engaging. The game's emphasis on teamwork and strategy, combined with its fast-paced action and diverse content, make it a compelling choice for fans of first-person shooters. So, did you like the games I recommended? So leave your like, subscribe to the channel to follow me, and activate the bell because I post a lot of videos on this channel and you can't miss it. Thank you very much for following me this far, and until next time, bye.